At my signs.
Oh. Well, I'm
I'll be
live.
right there.
Yeah, it's fine. Take your time. Take your time. No rush. Ooh.
I think I spelled that right. I don't care enough. Shit, it's supposed to be all caps. Fuck. I'm ready whenever, by the way.
Yeah, I'll wait till you get back.
Oh, you're gonna? Okay.
Yeah, why not? Who cares? You know what I mean?
Alright. God, Adam, what were the gaming news things that I was going to talk about? Oh, sure. Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about Helldivers.
Oh, what about it?
Hello. It was updated. We played it.
The new update? I haven't played the new update yet. The no crashing one?
Oh, no, that's barely an update.
Oh.
It's just no crashes, I think.
Yeah, no crashes. Don't look at it too close.
Yeah, if you don't look at crash, it's fine.
I got it. We're good here. Okay, no backgrounds coming. I don't have time for that fucking shit. Coming back. Do it.
All right, Kevin, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody, to Crafting a Chat episode 191. I don't know, probably. That's probably wrong. I'm pretty sure I've been off by like 4 episodes. So this might be 200. Doubt it, but we're getting close. We're getting close. Been doing this for 52 years, I think. That's what that maths out to. Yeah. Genesis and Desunoto are having an illicit love affair, so they will be late. Not with each other. They're related, you sick fucks. Genesis has a wife. Desunoto is probably just making love to a picture that he printed of Eve from Stellar Blade and that he cut out. So, probably got paper cut on his dick. But anyways, Kevin and I, we decided to hold this down, and there's a reason why. Genesis does the intros. Kevin, how are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, I'm good. My foot hurts. I got frozen pancakes on it, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. I mean, they're in a wrapper, obviously. It's not just loose frozen pancakes. So, yeah. Other than that, no complaints. No complaints. Tried Burger King breakfast. Had some thoughts about
What
that.
was that?
So I was like, let me order on the app, get some things free, because I had some points. And I was like, let me just try some things. So I got a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit sandwich, as well as a croissant sandwich. The croissant, loved it, so good. The biscuit, didn't care for the biscuit, didn't finish eating that one. Took one bite out of it, and I was like, I'm okay. And
Hmm.
then the egg on that one also tasted weird. I don't know if it just didn't mix with the biscuit well. I don't know. It was weird. I got hash browns. They come in like a little French fry pack. It's a bunch of little round ones. They're good. Real greasy,
Oh.
but still pretty good. And then I got a burrito. I took a couple bites out of, but I was full at that point because I already ate the hash browns and the croissant. And it was good. It had like I think sausage, bacon, some sauce, eggs, and it had some sauce on it that was really good. I don't know what it was,
Hmm.
but yeah, it was
Okay.
overall it was all right. I think I paid $7 for all that with points. I think if I didn't
Oh,
have
shit.
points,
Okay.
if I didn't have points, I think it would have been like 14 or 15.
Ah.
So
I
not
love
terribly
points.
priced. A lot of food.
No.
So
Yeah.
I bought way too much. If I ever go back, I would probably just get the croissant sandwich. The hash browns maybe, but also like
Hmm.
I don't need hash browns like that. So
That's fair.
but yeah, I tried it. Finally tried it. Now I just got to try the Wendy's one. Haven't tried the Wendy's one.
Oh. All right.
Or
All right.
Chick-fil-A. Haven't tried Chick-fil-A's breakfast either.
Hmm.
Every time I look on DoorDash for that, it says they only have chicken in the morning. And I'm
Huh.
like, I keep hearing that they have some sausage thing.
Right.
But for some reason, the app only shows chicken in the morning. It shows all breakfast shit and chicken. I'm like, what's going on here? Do people eat chicken for breakfast? I don't think so.
Yeah, man. I eat
I don't
chicken
know.
whenever I want to eat chicken.
Yeah, I mean, I once ate wings at like 7:30 in the morning one time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't matter. But when I'm getting like eggs on a sandwich, I don't want chicken.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
So
All right. Is that all you? Are we just talking about food?
I mean, that's all I talked about. I had
All right.
Ted's
Well,
for
I got
dinner.
some food too. Pizza Hut finally opened out here. Like what? Last week, the week before, or something like that. I don't remember. Time blurs together.
Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, I went today and got a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, Pizza Hut pizza melts, real freaking good. Highly
Mm.
recommend. It's kind of like if you took a calzone, don't jam it full, don't actually have ricotta cheese, but there's still the taste of ricotta cheese. Real confusing there, but
Yeah,
it's real good.
that's weird.
And instead of it being like whatever the hell everybody else is using, this is kind of like if you took like a quesadilla tortilla and crossed it with like a little bit of pizza crust idea. And then you make it nice and crispy. It's actually really freaking good. Let me tell you, it's real good. $7. So I had that, some pizzas, but I also got the roasted garlic cheese sticks. Those are
Mm-hmm.
pretty good. I wish it was a little cheesier, but I could probably add like Parmesan or something on it, and it might be like better. Um, but there's actual roasted garlic, not fake, so that's pretty sweet. Um, yeah, I think that's all the interesting food that I've had. But hey, yeah, Pizza Hut, man, they still got it. Still got it.
Okay, you get.
Adam, what you play?
What
Oh,
did I
go ahead.
play? Oh boy. Oh, I was
No,
gonna
no,
ask
what were you
about
gonna ask?
cinnamon sticks with the
Oh,
icing.
yeah, they're still there.
You
Yep,
didn't get any though.
I did.
Oh, you did get some?
Uh-huh. But
How
they've
were
had,
they?
I don't know, I've had them like numerous times. They're good too.
Well, I remember eating them as a child, loving them, and then I had them like I don't know some years ago. Where you're like where you are at, like they was around there for
Mm.
a while.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they were trash, and I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, okay.
And then they closed. Now they're back, so I'm like, maybe they're better. I don't know, but yeah.
I don't usually eat a whole lot of it, but like it still tastes good to me. So
Yeah, dude, if I'm honest, I could probably eat like 400 of those. I would feel like trash though.
honestly, they need to just have their dessert pizzas orderable.
Oh
But anyway.
yeah. What did I play? I platinumed AC Mirage. I think I did that this week. Yeah, I did. I did.
Nice.
Thank you. I did that Friday last week. Played more Helldivers. Oh, Mirage, real quick. No real different thoughts. The platinum was pretty easy. It was literally
Nice.
5 more hours of playing just to collect some
Mm-hmm.
stuff. In total, it took 24 hours. So
Ooh,
if I played it for one full day, I would have got the platinum, but I didn't. So
there you go.
but yeah, overall, still like it a lot. I liked Bassam as the assassin. Can't wait for the next one. Hopefully, we find out more about the next one at the Ubisoft Forward that's happening in June.
Hey.
Yeah, right. Or Summer Games Fest, which is happening like 3 days before that in June.
Mm-hmm.
So, or maybe even the Sony conference that's rumored to be happening in May. Who knows?
Ooh.
But yeah, liked it overall. Played more Helldivers 2. I'm at 153 hours, I think, or something like that. Still really liking it. We beat the automatons for a couple days. Surprise, they came back, which was cool. Yeah, I played a little bit earlier today, which was fun. I didn't really do much.
Crash?
No, I didn't. The personal order is to do the 100 Gatling turret kills. That Gatling turret lasts for, I don't know, 15 seconds, I feel like. So, it's real annoying to get kills with it. So, and also I just kept getting unlucky. Every time I put it down someplace, something would take it out immediately, and every other turret I had would be fine. But that one would be like,
Nice.
hey, nah. It's like they knew I was trying to go for the personal order. I think I'm at like 16 kills or something like that out of 100.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm going to have to do like an eradicate with bugs or something and throw that turret down. So
4-person party, everybody brings it. Yep.
Yeah. And then, did I play anything else? Oh, I started Lego City Undercover because I heard it was a fun 40-hour collectathon like the Lego games. And this one's filled with movie references and just it's basically a 1980s cop game, like a 1980s film. Like there's Dirty Harry jokes, there's Columbo references, there's a whole level dedicated to the Shawshank Redemption.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, there's just a lot of like classic prison and cop tropes in here that are very funny.
Yeah.
The police chief is kind of a jerk to the main cop who's real cool. But the police chief just keeps eating donuts always. Every time you see him, he has a donut in his hand.
Nice.
The opening scene with him, he was getting like 60 donuts delivered. And somebody was like, "That's more than a baker's dozen." And then the other person was like, yes it is. Like, all right. And then I sent you the part that made me laugh the hardest with the Chase McCain, the main character cop. He's climbing on a tall building, and he's like, "Oh, good thing I don't have any irrational fears like heights or anything." And then all of a sudden, a parrot lands and goes, "Bonjour," and he freaks out, and he's like, "Ah, French parrots!" And I thought that was very funny. So I'm playing that. I wanted to play more today. I played like 30 minutes, and as I was playing it, I was falling asleep. Because I'm currently in pain on like the left half of my body, so I'm not sleeping well. And also, I wasn't sleeping well before that. And also, it's very warm now, so sleeping arrangements have not been going well for me.
It would appear, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm very tired right now. I drank a Code Red. I'm thinking about grabbing another one, but also I have to go to sleep so I can get up early, so I can go to work. Hopefully, my foot fits in a shoe. I think it will. But yeah, that's I've had a week. I've had an interesting week. So yeah, I think that's all I played.
I'm sure it'll only get better from here.
I'm sure. Did I watch anything? I did. I watched Ghosts. They finally had a new episode again. It was great. Abbott Elementary wasn't new, but I'll talk about that next week. Ghost was good. Highly recommend. I don't think I watched any movies. I'm watching Suits again because the other person, they finally got ahead of me, so I'm trying to catch up with that. I'm on season 8, so I got one more season to go after this one. I'm only 4 or 5 episodes into this one though. So yeah, just watching that. A lot of YouTube stuff. All the Smosh drama that's been going on lately. Not drama, it's good drama, if anything. So yeah, that's it. That's all I'm doing.
All right then.
What about you, Kevin?
Oh, what about me? Played some Helldivers too.
Uh-huh.
I know. Surprise, surprise. Um, Played some Balatro. Um, got a pretty decent run going so far. Could actually win. Oh boy, first time. Probably
Oh.
won't, but could happen. I played a little bit of Alone in the Dark to clear up or try to get an ending, and still can't figure out exactly how to get the ending, but it's okay. We saved right before it. We're gonna keep trying. We'll get it, and then we'll try to get all the rest of the trophies, and it'll be like, yay! I am gonna try platinum that game because it seems relatively easy, at least from here. And then let's see. I reinstalled Destiny 2, but more on that later.
Oh no.
Oh yes. And then I watched Disney's Wish. That's a movie.
It is.
It's a movie. Um, Not one of their greatest. Wasn't like horrible, but man, I don't know what was going on. I don't know. It was smashing every Disney movie together. Basically, how that went. With the little star guy, fucking adorable. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it.
Okay. All right.
So, what are we gonna do here until
What do we want to start
these
with?
two yutzes get back? Ooh, I don't know. There's a chunk to talk about. Did we start with Star Wars?
We could start with Star Wars. I like starting with Star Wars.
Outlaws. Star Wars Outlaws story trailer and developer breakdown. Adam, kick it off.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I only watched the story trailer. I also saw that the release date leaked early, so I put that in the chat.
Yes.
Of August 30th. Pretty good timing, I would say. Good time for that game to come out. Story trailer. You bad guys. You establish the bad guy. You establish some characters and some worlds. You're recruiting people basically for a heist mission. It seems. Looks real fun. The main character's head looks really big sometimes, and I don't know why. Did you notice that in the trailer? That sometimes,
I didn't, but okay.
Sometimes her head looks fucking huge. I don't know if it's because some of the shots. No offense to the actress. I've seen the game and when they played it and stuff, she looked completely normal. But in some shots of this trailer, it looks like she's very small, like 4 feet tall, but her head is huge. For some reason.
Oh.
I don't know if it's the angles of stuff. Everybody else looks normal, but something's off about her character's head. I don't know. Maybe it's because the hair is too crazy. Kevin, watch it again and just look for how large her head looks. It's crazy I kept noticing it. But yeah, Jabba the Hutt. The voice acting sounds great. The story I'm here for. I like I said, I think in the chat after I sent it, I was like, just show me the trophy list and I'm in. Like,
yeah,
it seems we've already know that it's open world and you travel from planets and stuff. It seems like a Star Wars game that I want. I kind of would have liked to make a custom character, but at the same time, I'm sure I'll fall in love with this character throughout the story. So I'm ready for it and can't wait for it. And I'm surprised Ubisoft is convincing me to buy probably 2 games this year with this and the next Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. I thought the trailer was really good overall. Release date of August 30th. Sorry, Ubisoft, but I'll believe it when it happens. Release dates haven't been that great, but this fair, they're showing off a lot of working stuff, so maybe there's hope. But August 30th or thereabouts even, great time to drop the game.
Uh-huh.
The little little guy there, Nix, that's his name.
Yep.
Freaking adorable. Love it. I can't wait to command him around and go real hard on that skill tree. Um, like Adam said, open world game. That'll be fun. I looked into the pre-order stuff already. 3 different editions: standard, gold, and ultimate. Gold and ultimate allow you to play the game 3 days early, and also come with a season pass. So DLC coming as well. What kind of DLC? Who knows? But hopefully it's more just stuff to do, and not just like random other stupid additions.
I will
Like
say a
yeah.
lot of the like Far Cry and Assassin's Creed games, a lot of their season passes lately have been like, hey, costumes and buying
Yeah,
XP and all that crap. So I'm a little concerned
right.
about the season pass. And then the 3 days early, whatever, that's just a thing now. I saw some
I
people
know.
reacting about the price of like the editions and how insane. I think one of them's $170 and it comes with like no statue or anything. It's literally just like the
Uh-huh.
the season pass and like a couple other things. And I'm like, hey, I don't. It's weird for people to be mad at a price that they don't have to pay. I don't understand
Right.
that at all. I've never understood that, but like, it's a little weird. But at the same time, like, hey, this is probably gonna be. I'll probably just get the basic edition of this. I don't need anything insane.
Yeah, I'm probably also just gonna get the standard because a lot of what you get with the bigger ones is like up, um, not updates. What am I talking about? Like costumes and visual things and an art book and like all this other shit. Um, oh, actually, looking at the Ultimate Edition like ad, splash ad, or whatever the hell you want to call it,
Hmm.
says it includes 2 upcoming story pack DLCs.
Oh well, look at that. Okay, cool. I'll just buy that season pass when it goes on sale, like I always do.
Yeah, and something about exclusive day 1 Jabba's Gambit mission. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure we don't need that.
Yeah, probably not. Like
But
Java.
anyway, to go into a little bit more detail, because I watched the developer breakdown and they actually explain a good chunk of some of the stuff that you're looking at and
Mm,
whatnot. They actually they had like a totally overlaid like in that teal color that they're like outlining everything in when
yeah.
advertising this game, like little pause symbol. Like actually on the trailer when they were like talking about like what just happened or what is currently on screen, so that was
Oh,
kind
that's
of neat.
cool.
Um, so the mission that you're recruiting everybody for sounds like it's the end of the game. Like that is the
Oh,
final mission, and everything you're doing is building up to that. So what would be really cool with that, if that's all true, it sounds again the developers basically said it. So like it sounds really cool because as you're constantly doing whatever it is you're doing in the game. The I think there were 4 main criminal syndicates, 4 or 5. All their like whatever you're doing is affecting their view on you, and what kinds of places you could go to, what kinds of vendors you'll have access to, the kinds of people that will interact with you, the people who will actually like join up with you if you ask them to do so. Um, Also, apparently, you can have hits called on you by them, depending on what you do.
oh my God.
So that'll be cool.
Oh
Kind of
no, we saw that.
sounds.
Remember when in the gameplay when she got out into the open world and then it said like you are wanted?
Mm, hmm
Yeah.
It's true. And the Empire was after her or
Yep.
whatever. Yeah. Um, so that'll be interesting. Apparently, the Ashiga people, thing, alien, whatever it is,
Okay.
um, race, I guess, uh, is actually brand new to all of Star Wars. Um,
Hmm.
Ubisoft's teams and Lucasfilm worked together to make that. So look at that, new lore.
Cool.
Everything else, I guess, already exists, so that's kind of cool too. I mean, I don't follow Star Wars that deeply, but hey, for fans that do, everything apparently exists. Um, so what else did they mention? I think that was kind of like all the cool stuff that they talked about. But yeah, like I'm down for whatever this game is throwing at you, because it kind of almost sounds like they're doing, it's not really the same kind of idea, but like almost like a Mass Effect sort of thing, where like you're going to have this final mission
Yeah.
you bring your team on.
Yeah.
So
if I'm honest,
fun.
it kind of reminds me of Mafia 3, where in that you want to get revenge on this guy, so you're going around and recruiting these people who also hate that guy. But you're building up your empire, which I don't think Mafia 3 really nailed that. But it sounds like this could be something similar to that, where they all play a role where, hey, if you get this guy, he'll take money away from the bad guy because he runs like the casino gambling shit. And then you open up a main mission with that, and then you could do that shit, and then it's like, okay, now you own this, so you'll get money that way, and he won't, so his empire is slowly fading, so there's not as many enemies, and then like these certain enforcers aren't going to show up because he can't pay them anymore, and it's an interesting concept that Mafia 3 did, and I'm sure other games did as well, but I kind of hope that's what this is doing, but at the same time, like, every time I look at this game, I go, I don't even care that it's Star Wars. I like Star Wars. I'm not in love with Star Wars like a lot of people. But I'm looking at this and I'm like, I just want to get lost in this world, and I feel like I can.
Oh, I know.
I will say, if they do like a 15 to 20 minute like gameplay thing, they just upload that like in June or something, I would watch that and I'd be like, okay, I don't want to see anything else. I'm not at the point where I don't want to see anything else. I still want to see a little bit more. I need a chunk. I need a chunk of this game, and then I'll be like, I'm in.
I want just a chunk, nothing but gameplay. I would like to see some menus.
Yeah.
Or like some skill trees sort of thing. I think they might have like briefly shown some stuff off, but like I want to see like a lot more uncut gameplay. And I especially want to see what space is like.
Yeah. I need a little bit more of that.
Showed a little bit of space, and it looked like there was actually like the ability to freely fly around and not just like, oh, we're fast traveling, so we're going into space.
Yeah, I need that classic E3 demo of like, okay, this is what it's like to be on a world. Hey, we're just slowly walking around, and then we're starting a mission. Okay, now we're going from this planet to this planet. Now we're here. Okay, that's what I need to see. And if they can do that and they nail that, that is a day one for me. If I don't see that, I'm going to have to wait until other people start playing it so I can at least look at pieces of it, which kind of sucks because I hate watching the beginning of games because that's when they're supposed to be brought in. And I would like to experience that for myself. That's why sometimes I'll look for like a chunk somewhere and just skip somewhere in the middle and be like, okay, this is cool. But yeah, I will say I do believe the August 30th release date.
Okay.
I don't know why. But every time we see this game, I go, yeah, it looks mostly done. Like, it looks like
they're... are pretty freaking incredible.
Yeah, the graphics are really good. And the art design, it looks like a Star Wars. Even though, again, at the same time, I'm like, I don't even care about that. Like, just get me in this world. It looks like it was carefully crafted, and somehow it looks huge, which is wild. That, again, we just found it. We could finally confirm this game last year. That it was a thing. Yeah. So, I don't know how long they've been working on it, but it's insane how big this is. It
must have been forever, yeah. Because, like, man, it's coming. It's flying out the door. And, like, to just say that, oh, yeah, you know, as you're interacting with all these people, it's going to change, like, their view on you, that'll lock off different areas. If, like, you know, I'm assuming if, like, you're wanted by them or whatever, like, oh, hey, you can't come here. Or, like, if you're admired by them, they'll have, like, special vendors that probably have unique gear and stuff, too. Like, it's not a hard system to develop. It is a tedious system to develop. So, like, they definitely have to have put time in this.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Really excited about that. We'll see where that goes. Adam, what's next?
We can talk about the Joker trailer real quick.
All right.
I don't have too much to say about this, if I'm honest.
I probably have less than you, so I guess I'll kick it off. This looks interesting. Didn't see the first movie, which is why I really don't have a whole lot to say. But I kind of want to watch the first one now, I guess. I'm still confused as to where this fits in with a timeline, or if this is supposed to just be a different
It's its
telling
own
of the
thing. This
Joker.
is an
It's
Elseworlds
its own
thing.
thing.
Yeah, it
Perfect.
has very minimal connections. It's not even like a classic like story. It's just the director of The Hangover was like, "Hey, what if Taxi Driver was Joker?" And then he made the first one, which is strangely good. And then this one
Uh-huh.
looks artsy fartsy a little bit. Um, and it has that fun psychological term for the subtitle, that folly I do, or folly I do,
Uh-huh.
or however you say it. That's where
Yeah.
someone is, somebody's madness, is kind of like not transferred, but two people. One person's not doing well mentally, and the other person, because they're so close, also does not do well mentally because they're so
Uh-huh.
close. Like it's happened with
Yeah.
families and stuff in the past, and it is common with like couples where people who
Hmm.
are super in love with each other, if one person starts to think that the devil's like in their children, they can convince their spouse that the devil is in their children, even though that
Right.
person has no actual mental health issue. That person just is so in love with that person, they start to go, okay, yes, yes, I believe you. So
Yeah.
it's like insane by association, which I don't like to say, but whatever. So it's an interesting idea. Yeah, this is loose. You'll never see a Batman in this story, probably.
Okay.
You do see a little bit of Bruce Wayne, but he's a child at the time in the first
Hmm.
movie. So it's interesting how they build it out. It's more
Okay.
about like just watching one man's downfall. Is it my Joker? Hell no. Would I want to see a Batman movie and a franchise out of this? Fuck no. Are you kidding me?
Hmm.
Not in any iteration. If they wanted to do like a comic out of it, I'd be like, yeah, I'll read it. I don't like. I'll tell you right now, Lady Gaga as Joker. I think she works like in
You mean Harley
looks.
Quinn?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Lady
Yep.
Gaga as Harley Quinn. I think she works in looks. She looks similar to the like a Harley Quinn, like a classic Harley Quinn. I will say she's not doing that the accent that Harley Quinn has, which is fine. You know, it's their choice. It also looks like she's a patient at Arkham, which is also whatever. It's not the mad love storyline, which is again fine because they're doing their own thing. I would prefer they save that for an actual Batman, Joker, and Harley Quinn film, or even a
Hmm.
Joker and Harley Quinn film. Um, this is also a musical. The second one. Um,
Oh.
yeah, they it has like 16 songs. None of them are original. They're just covers, I guess. And it seems like
Oh.
they're yeah, I don't know. It seems like their madness is literally just them escaping and then having fantasies of certain things set to music. I don't know. It looks very interesting. The final shot of the trailer is incredible, with her
Uh-huh.
drawing the smile on the thing and him lining it up and then smiling. It's fucking
Yeah.
wild. So,
Hmm.
um, there's a couple things where Lady Gaga does something similar to what his character did in the first one. Like the first time you're introduced to her, she's walking up the set of steps
Yep.
that he was constantly on in the first movie. So, and then she does like a blood smile thing. Like, it looks very interesting. I'm curious about it. I'll definitely see it in theaters. I think it's a solid first trailer, and I hope it's good. 50-50. So, I'll
Yeah.
probably like it either way, if I'm honest. I'll probably be like, yeah, that wasn't that bad. I like everything else DC related.
Right.
But I'll be like, if somebody asks me, is this bad? I'll be like, yeah, it is, but I like it. I don't know. Something's wrong with me. So,
All right. All right.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll
I
see.
mean, Lady Gaga definitely looks the part ish. I would say.
Yeah,
I
she's
don't know how the
blonde. She's
acting's gonna
short.
go, but if it's a musical kind of thing, that might be why they went with her.
She's
Um.
acted in a couple other things before, and she's good. She's not a bad
Oh,
actress.
okay.
Yeah, she was in that A Star Is Born with Bradley Cooper, which was a
Oh,
remake
okay.
of a
Never saw
remake
it,
of a
but yeah.
remake of a remake. Because
Oh.
for some reason they make that movie every 20 something years. But
Okay.
she was
Okay.
really good in that. She was in like a American Horror Story. She's been in a few things. She's one of the few people where, like, if I see her in something, I'm not gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing in here?" I'll be like, "Oh, it's Lady Gaga. Look at that," and then I'll just move on
Yeah.
with my life.
Tell you what.
So,
Where's Tony Bennett?
didn't he
Um.
die?
Maybe.
Pretty sure he died, Kevin. So, because I'm pretty sure he died, and then everybody was like, "Lady Gaga, how do you feel about this?" And she's like, "I've literally known him for a few years, and I'm sad, but reach out to people who actually knew him his whole life."
Right.
So he died
Yeah.
July 21st last year.
Oh, damn.
So
They
that
had
would
a
have been
amazing
crazy if he
together.
didn't die, and I just made up that whole Lady Gaga thing. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that happened. So,
Well,
yeah.
It's sad.
could be
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
Could be fun.
Could be.
My perfect Harley Quinn unfortunately passed away some years ago. Brittany Murphy.
shit.
She would have been my Harley Quinn of choice,
I don't know
if
who
you
that
know
is.
of her. She played Luann in King of the Hill. She was the voice of Luann.
Oh, okay.
And she's the girl from Clueless that they kind of make over. She was in Crossroads.
I
She was
never
in a
saw
bunch of
that.
stuff. If you saw her face,
Okay.
you'd be like, oh, I've seen her in things. She unfortunately
Oh,
passed
okay.
away like over a decade ago at this point.
Oof.
But she had literally the voice and the face, and she literally had everything. She was
Nice.
100% perfect. It was weird. It's like she modeled her entire acting career after Harley Quinn. It was so fucking weird. So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, Margot Robbie's great in the role now. So,
Yeah.
but I like how they're passing it down and other people can play her at the same time. So, hey,
Mhm.
do whatever, man. Do whatever. Tell stories. Just tell stories. That's what movies
Right.
are for.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So,
That's what
comics.
it's
Comics, you got a billion of those. You know what I mean?
for. Mhm.
Billion versions of that character. Fucking, you might as well put it in movies and TV shows. Audiences aren't as dumb as studios used to think they were. They're still pretty dumb,
True.
but they're not as dumb as they used to think they were.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's all I
Alright.
got on that.
Cool.
What else? We're flying through these.
I know, right? I'm gonna save Destiny.
You know, Save Destiny. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
gonna save Destiny only because big announcements, big enough to make me reinstall it after the horror show that freaking Lightfall was,
Yeah.
and the new stuff is just straight into the game. So that's how much Bungie knows that like people hated Lightfall. They just
Yeah.
added this in for everybody, and I know Genesis over here at least has played. So when he gets on, I'll talk. It's
Okay.
in the What a World section. But if we want to talk about something that I believe hits theaters this week, Civil War,
Oh, was that this week?
A24.
Oh,
I think
fuck.
it's this week, isn't it?
Let me double check. Let's talk about
I
like
keep
it
seeing
is. I'm
ads,
pretty sure
but-
you're right. They released a map of the factions in Civil War. Did you see that?
No, I didn't. Wait,
where's
or is it already out?
No, April 12th. So yeah, this week.
Oh, I have release date April 8th. Interesting.
Well, according to the IMDb, it's April 12th.
I mean, it might have been like early screenings or something.
Yeah.
Some shit like that. But yeah, Civil War, 7.2 IMDb, 93 Rotten Tomatoes, 79 Metacritic. Honestly, for a movie like this, those scores aren't bad.
Yeah, not at all.
Adam and I were kind of talking about this and whether or not like we want to watch it. I still don't know that I would go to a theater to watch this. I'd probably just watch it streaming on something. But Adam, how do you feel about that?
It's one of those ones where like I feel like if I saw it in theaters, I would be happy with my ticket purchase because it's Alex Garland. He's made a couple other films that I've enjoyed,
Oh, okay.
and I have seen in theaters. So he's just one of those people where he's making movies and he's always got an interesting idea, and it's not always going the place you think it's going. So I don't know. This movie, I feel weird about this movie because I'm nervous about this movie for two reasons. One, I don't know
I'm ready.
what kind of audience at the end of the day is going to appreciate this movie. Okay? And yeah, I know, but I don't know what kind of audience is not going to understand that the people in this movie who are not supposed to be the good guys are people that they respect, and then they run away with it. Kind of like how like cop people who love cops always have the Punisher logo now, even though the Punisher fucking hates cops and kills cops in the comics all the time. So I'm a little concerned that people are going to see this and see that, like, hey, yeah, Texas is breaking away from the government. This is why we shouldn't trust the government. And they're going to be like, yeah, I'm 100% about this. But also, this movie worries me because a big thing about this movie that I keep hearing about is how the only thing you can trust in this world is the media. And right now, in 2024, the biggest issue in the United States is what media you trust. Because you could talk to someone and then they'll be like, no, none of that's true because this media said that. Or you'll be like, blah, 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 blah. And they'll be like, no, none of that's true because that media said this. And then some other one will say it and you'll both be like, well, that one's not even real. What are you talking about? I'm pretty sure that's a satirical site. Then you realize it's not a satirical site. It's like there's so many things. So like I'm worried about the audience for this movie and who's going to be like, how many memes are we going to see in like November when election rolls around? And it's going to be like, yeah, we better take this country back or we're going to have a civil war and we're going to fight with the Republic of Texas. It's like, all right, let's calm down, everybody. Clearly you didn't see the movie. But also, we didn't see the movie. But it's coming from liberal Hollywood, so we kind of know what it's going to be, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's true.
That's true. So, but I sent you the map of what the world looks like there.
All I know is when I first heard about this movie, I was just sort of like, oh god, all right, whatever. Oh, that is wild.
Yeah, right.
So when I first heard about it, I was just sort of like, oh, okay, great, yeah, sure, whatever. I don't know about this. And then I kept seeing more and more ads. I found myself watching trailers, and I was like, maybe there is something here. Maybe there's something. What I hope is that it actually has a good storyline, and actually is intense and gripping in some way, and isn't just some sort of political piece. As weird as it is, because I understand, it's the United States fighting against itself in many different ways. So obviously, there's political underscorings, and there's going to be some sort of politics in the storyline. But give me a good story. I don't want just the movie to be oh yeah, here's where the country is heading in the near future because everybody's fighting with each other. I don't need that. I know that that's where we're heading, and I don't need that in a movie form. But it being close-ish to that in proximity, fine. The I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm bad with words. The overall tone of the movie being somewhat relatable to where we're at currently or where we could head in the future, sure, that's fine. But don't shove a political message down my throat in the movie. I just want to have a real good story. I don't want to sit here being mad after the movie. I want to sit there after the movie being oh, okay, that was either A, fun, B, that was an intense thrill ride, or C, damn, that action. Yeah. One of those, maybe multiple, and I'm there. You know what I mean?
Now, I do. I absolutely do. Now, what's crazy about this, Desinoto has joined us. Welcome, Desinoto.
Hey.
Desinoto, do you have any interest in this film, Civil War? Because I feel like I can convince you that you should.
Civil War.
Yeah, it's a movie coming out, written and directed by Alex Garland. And if you don't know that name offhand, I can read some projects to you, and you'll immediately recognize him.
Sure, you go ahead and read the project.
He wrote the movie 28 Days Later. He also wrote the movie Sunshine. He also wrote Enslaved Odyssey to the West, the video game. He wrote the screenplay for the movie Dread, which I love. He wrote the reboot of Devil May Cry. He also wrote the Bloody Palace mode. He also wrote Virgil's Downfall. He wrote and directed Ex Machina, one of my favorite sci-fi films of all time. He also rewrote some stuff for Devil May Cry Definitive Edition. He also wrote Annihilation, which was an adaptation of a book. He created the show Devs.
I had that book.
Which Desinoto, I believe you watched. He
Devs?
wrote, Devs, that with Ron Swanson.
I don't think I watched it.
Computer engineer investigates the secretive development division in her company, which she believes is behind the disappearance of her boyfriend. I'm pretty sure you watched this. I distinctly remember you talking about this at one point, unless I'm losing my mind.
Oh. Let me just look it up really quick.
Yeah, look it up. He also wrote and directed that movie Men that came out in 2022, which was kind of mixed. But yeah, and then Civil War. So this guy has been in a lot of things that have, like, 28 Days Later is
good.
Yeah.
Good.
Sunshine, cult classic. Enslaved Odyssey to the West is always brought up.
Which is a Sunshine?
Sunshine is the one where the astronauts they go to reignite the dying sun. It's with Oppenheimer himself, Cillian Murphy, Chris Evans.
Is that the movie where, like, at some point in, like, the middle-ish, I think, the one, I forget if it was the captain or what, just, like, continues to look out the window and stare at the sun and, like, his skin starts to melt and shit?
I believe so.
Okay, because if it's that one, that was an interesting movie.
Yeah,
I don't know about a good movie, but it was an interesting movie.
Oh, it's good. It's good. I love Sunshine.
Okay,
It's good.
Okay.
But yeah, and then as Enslaved Odyssey of the West is literally always brought up. Dread, that one's kind of weird because there's a lot of issues with, like, the director of it, because Alex Garland is also rumored to have directed most of it, because the actual director of it was kind of a piece of shit at the time. I don't know. Don't worry about that. But then Ex Machina is a 10 out of 10 for me. I love Ex Machina. And then I also saw Annihilation in theaters with our boy Crewneck.
Okay.
He didn't like it as much, but I thought it was weird as hell, and I just like the visual elements of it. That's the Natalie Portman film. Desinoto, did you look up Devs? Have you seen it?
Yeah, I don't think I have. I don't recognize the trailer.
I swear to God, I thought you watched this. Why do I think you watched this? I remember you talking about Ron Swanson in something, and he was crazy in it. And he was evil.
Is Annihilation good? I liked the book.
I like the movie Annihilation. Okay. So Crewneck, his issue with the movie was it's like it sidesteps some of the book parts.
Okay.
But I think visually, the movie is incredible, and I feel like though it's one of the ones where you might skip some scenes, Kevin. Like you'd be like, all right, I'm kind of bored. Let's move on.
Got it.
I'd say still give it a shot. I was upset because Crewneck was telling me,
too.
I love fucking. Oh, Kevin, we'll get into that in a second.
All right.
But Crewneck was telling me that, like, there were other books in the Annihilation, like, book series.
There's like 3.
And
I think,
yeah, and then they were gonna make more, but then the movie didn't do that well, and I was like, "Fuck!" I would have saw all of them. I was so excited, and also there's some things that it reminds me of. When they were talking about the Last of Us show being made, I was like, I want Alex Garland, because there's a moment where this one lady there's just something that happens with her, and it's very like a Last of Us. You find a clicker somewhere, and it's very cool looking. Like it is insane. So
yeah.
Real quick, Arrival is either 5 or 6 in movies of all time for me.
Dang. Okay.
I love Arrival. I mean, you got to remember, Kevin, District 9's my number 10 or 9. So.
I mean,
sure. I know you don't love that, so that's also sci-fi though. So I figured I'd bring it up.
Yeah.
But
I understand the appeal for District 9, but it did not hit me in any way.
Arrival is one of those movies where I stole it. I'm going to be honest. I've never stolen anything since. Don't look into that. but I stole it, and I was like, I love this movie. And then I called my boy Crewneck, and I was like, we gotta watch Arrival. And then we watched Arrival on this like 720p, maybe 1080, but like kind of spotty stream. And he was like, yeah, that was good. And then I bought it on Blu-ray, and then I bought the 4K Blu-ray eventually. And then Crewneck, he eventually watched it again, and he was like, yeah, this movie's fucking great. It's also a Denis Villeneuve who did the Dune movies, and then like his filmography is also something to be fucking. It's incredible what he's doing. Him and Christopher Nolan right now are on a streak that is insane. It's only rivaled by like Martin Scorsese and like Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg's got a lot of shoddy things in between all of his great movies, so. But right. Denis Villeneuve, oh my god, so good. A lot of his movies are so good, but this one, Denis Villeneuve, Prisoners, the Dune franchise, the new Blade Runner 2048. Yeah, he's just been Sicario, like he's just been on a, he's just been going. Okay. So, yeah, Arrival though, I love Arrival. My boy Jeremy Renner's in that. So, Amy Adams. It's just a solid alien film. A little bit of time stuff in there. Highly recommend to anybody.
All right. I'll have to check it out.
Kevin, I own that.
It looked good, and you're just talking it up. What?
I own that. We can. I'm always down for a rewatch of Arrival.
Oh.
So. Love Arrival.
Yeah. All right.
You ever see Arrival, Dusinoto?
I don't think so.
Okay, that one I'm not going to fight on.
Kidnap him too.
Kidnap him? Get him to watch Arrival.
Yeah.
And when we show up, I'll be like, we're arrivaling. Then you're going to be like, right? Yeah, Arrival with Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah. My boy, were you here? I just said this.
Yeah, no. I just saw the cover art and I was like, oh, I've seen this cover art before.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it though. I
10 out of
10. Wanted to watch it, but
10 out of 10 film.
Okay.
Absolutely 10 out of 10. The way everything about I'm not going to even say anything about it. The way everything that happens. It's so good. 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10. Fuck it. I don't even care.
11 out of 10.
So, very few movies I've seen in my life top this one. So, but yeah. Anything else about Civil War, Kevin?
No, I don't think so. Other than apparently it's really good to see in IMAX, but you know.
I'll tell you what. I've seen like, I don't know, 15 movies in IMAX, and I would say 3 of them have been worth it.
I know.
Which ones are those?
Mad Max Fury Road, Dune 1 and Dune 2. Everything else in IMAX, I'm just like, it's bigger.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting nothing out of this. The Dark Knight has an IMAX scene in the first 11 minutes of the film. And that's it. I think it's only 9 minutes.
There's another one.
And that's one of the greatest IMAX scenes of all time, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But like there's so few that actually like do an IMAX well. Oppenheimer, real good in IMAX, but also real good in any theater, in any screen, at home. I loved Oppenheimer. I saw it in IMAX at one point. Yeah. It was real big, and I felt almost the same things. So, honestly, if anything, I would throw on my VR and watch it, and then I would be like, whoa, that might be an experience. Yeah, that might be an experience. But other than that, yeah, those 3. Yeah, Dune 1 and 2 are incredible. And Mad Max Fury Road is literally still the peak of IMAX entertainment, I would say. It's the best one, by far. Not even close. Maybe Furiosa will top that, but based on the trailers, I don't know.
What about Dark Knight Rises?
No. None of the Batman films.
Okay.
The Batman in IMAX, it was good. The car chase scene was incredible. But also, the big screen is cool, but like for the ticket price, you fucking no. Also, there's only one IMAX screen in where we live. There's other IMAX screens, but they're not real IMAX screens. They don't actually meet the specifications of IMAX. So there's only one real one, and the fucking surround sound at that one sucks. So, yeah. Damn. Yeah, Crewneck went on a rant about it one time, so I will not do that to you guys.
I see.
But yeah, it's again, I'm excited. Civil War, maybe IMAX. I'd try it. I'll still keep trying. But also, is this a movie we want to see in theaters? I don't know. I need someone I know to go see it, and then I need them to be like, whoa, or. So, and if I do see it, it's probably not the worst movie I've seen this year because that still goes to that piece of shit film I watched. But I keep getting advertisements for the second one, and I'm like, fuck you, fuck no.
Which one is that?
That Zack Snyder one that was on Netflix? Rebel Moon? Or whatever the fuck.
Oh, yeah, part 1.
No, don't even finish the title. It's trash. It's so bad. God, I hate that. I saw an ad for it on Twitter, and I closed Twitter so fast. I was like, no, don't even read that as me liking it. And then Instagram keeps popping up the ads, and I keep reporting them. And I said for threats.
Oh.
And Instagram's probably going to ban my account. Because it's not a real threat. I'm gonna be like, no, it is. The last one I watched, I threatened to take my own life while watching it multiple times, and then it's taking me back to that place. It's the worst film I've watched in years, and maybe ever. Nothing about it was good. Usually, when I watch something terrible, I know. Don't, for the love of God, don't ruin my life in 10 days. Don't. Now that's planted in my brain, but like. Usually when I see something bad, I usually go, I need somebody else to watch this so I can confirm that it's bad. If somebody else told me that this is their favorite movie, I would be like, I fucking hate you and you're wrong. Like, there is no arguments for this. I am set in stone. I will die on that hill and I will beat whoever. And I don't recommend anybody watch it. I just want to remind everybody how terrible that film is. Ugh. God abandoned us years ago. You could tell if he let that thing, that fucking atrocity be made.
That's it. That's the proof.
Yeah, honestly, it is. That would make me a believer that he's gone, if anything, or them. I don't know what they are. Who cares? But like, if it was proven that they were gone, I'd be like, this is it. This is how I prove it. And everybody who's seen it would be like, yes, you are correct. This is the proof you needed, and I confirm it. We need no more research. World peace has now occurred. Let's try to all be good people. And stop the second one from coming out. So.
Adam?
Yes.
Well, we're on the subject of movies to watch together. How you feeling about The First Omen?
Is that the one where, or is that The Exorcist?
It's the Omen prequel.
Yeah, I know, but is that the one where the original director was like, I'm not feeling well, and I hope I die before that one ever comes out? Or is that the Exorcist director?
Might be the Exorcist one. I don't know. I didn't really hear anything at all about The First Omen, or there's The Exorcist I did hear some stuff about. It's the only reason I say that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a feeling about the Omen.
That helps. The director of The First Omen is Arkasha Stevenson.
Okay.
I don't know if that was gonna ring any trigger or not.
No. Damn.
Well, I'm interested because people are actually saying it's alright. So.
Yeah, but people are saying that horror movies are so weird. The ones people like, I've never liked. I don't know why.
Like what?
Paranormal Activity. Never cared for those.
Yeah, they're not that great.
Yeah,
Fun watches.
That's
fun
the,
watches.
That's the issue. People will be like, these are so scary, and I'm like, I've met people who've told me those are scary, and I'm just like, that's not.
I would say the first time you watch it, it's got some horror factors in it.
I think the first
Maybe
one
like
is more
the
of a
first
comedy than a
few.
horror film.
Oh.
And I think everyone after that is they're laugh out loud comedies, because I think they are terrible. And I don't understand. I'll never understand like the found footage ones. Like, they're just not
Did you
for
see
me.
Smile?
I did not see Smile.
Smile was good. Smile was real good.
It's interesting.
My favorite's The Conjuring.
Conjuring's good too.
Ghosts don't do nothing for me.
I think that was one of the few that really did the ghost really well.
I think my
Like a lot
issue
of others.
is, if I encountered a ghost in real life and they threatened to kill me, I'd be like, I don't care. I'm moving or whatever. You're a ghost. Like, there's just...
They stay attached to you.
That's fine. Stay attached to me. I have a friend. I'll annoy you more than you'll annoy me. I don't understand. Maybe it's because for years of my life, I've always wanted, if I died, or when I died, I wanted to be a ghost. I thought that would be the coolest thing in the world, to just stick around and watch what everybody's doing. But, like... I've never understood why ghosts are like this, like, oh, that's so creepy. Also, why are ghosts only from, like, within the last 100 years? Why is there not a ghost from, like, the 1400s going, and I can't understand a word of them? That would scare me more than some lady being like, I died of dysentery in 1938. It's like, fuck off. Like, I don't know what you're saying. That's why I love the show Ghosts, because it's a comedy, and I'm like, yeah, ghosts are funny. And it's like a Viking, and he's like, hey, guys, I've just been dead, and I've been here, stuck on this land for years. Like, whatever. And there's a bunch of other ghosts. There's like a Native American. There's a guy from the Civil War who died, or the Revolutionary War who died, and it's like, oh, this is funny. My favorite ghost film is Ghost with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore and Whoopi Goldberg. That's my favorite ghost. Also, a personal top 10, not one of the greatest movies ever made, but I love it. I also think it's very funny that it's from the same director as Airplane. But I love Ghost, and ghosts are not scary. Sinister was a little creepy. I thought that one was, but it was also like, is he a real man who's now a ghost? Maybe. Who cares? Who cares?
Okay,
Ghosts are stupid.
Hold on. So Sinister was a little creepy for you?
Yeah, Sinister was a little creepy. I thought it did the projection stuff well.
Do me a favor. Watch Smile. Let me know what you think.
Okay. Is that on anything?
This isn't like homework or anything.
Yeah.
It was on Netflix. I watched it on some streaming thing.
Yeah, I can find it. If not, so legally, all legal.
I thought it was like really creepy. Mostly because like the acting. Oh, buddy.
Is that the one where they CGI
like
smile faces into people? Or is that Truth or Dare? Because there was a movie where people were going around just smiling.
Truth or Dare was the one that they had the
CGI smiles. Okay.
No, this one is about a demon thing.
See, a demon. Why is it the scariest thing in the world is you just walking down the street and a real person's right there? That's scarier. Going to a fair and eating like fried dough is scarier than any movie I've ever watched.
Why is that scary?
I don't know where the fuck this fair made their fried dough. I'm probably gonna get food poisoning from this fried dough. Also, I might have diabetes because I'm fat. So, like, if I eat this fried dough, will I just drop? What if I drop in the bathroom? Is nobody gonna walk in? Is my mom gonna be like, "Oh, he's just shitting for 2 hours"? That's not unusual. Sometimes I get lost in TikTok or YouTube Shorts. Like, no one's gonna look for me for a time. You know what I mean?
You know,
Now, Also, if I fall over, it's not going to notice. In between my toilet and the counter and the bathtub, it's just going to sound like I accidentally hit my foot, and my mom might say, "Are you okay?" But also, you'll hear a YouTube short playing over and over because it won't stop and go, "Are you still watching?" Because I turn all that shit off. I'm fucked. That's scarier than any movie I've ever watched. And once they create that in a movie, I'm in. I'm in.
Okay. I don't know, man. I'd say give it a shot.
Yeah, Smile.
It's
I'm curious.
How about that?
Unsettling is kind of what I have to go for now. What are those movies? It's not The Conjuring. What are the other ones? Insidious. I like the first one. I think jump scares are dumb.
Good.
That's the thing. I think the first one's really good. If you asked me if it was a scary movie, I'd be like, it tries, it does stuff, but most of the time I'm just like, But also everyone is like, oh no, it's an evil lady. She's following you. So what? Kill that guy then. Fuck him. Who cares? Like, problem solved. Will he then become a ghost? There's good ghosts, bad ghosts. A ghost wants to keep this lady. Who cares? Ghosts are dumb when it comes to scary. I need a scary ghost that's actually scary. And so far, all of them are like, I'm going to haunt you from the inside out, and I'm going to possess somebody and steal their life force. Terrifying. Steal my life force. It already looks like it's been stolen from me.
Oh my god.
Just saying.
Okay, what about The Quiet Place?
Quiet Place I've never watched. I thought it looked dumb.
Oh my god.
I haven't seen it yet, but I do kind of want to watch it.
It's so fucking good.
I thought it looked dumb. Also, I'm in the minority on this. I don't like John Krasinski. I'm not against John Krasinski, but every time I see him, I just go, I'm okay. He looks like he should be famous, and I don't want to encourage that. Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's one of it's one of those films where the script is literally like so fucking small because they don't talk very much in the movie because they can't.
Right.
That's like the whole thing because it's quiet, and if you make a sound, these things can hear you from
the aliens that they now have shown off in the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And oh my god, I love that movie. It perfected that like unsettling atmosphere, I think.
Okay.
So
isn't it A Quiet Place?
A Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place. Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta watch A Quiet Place and Smile. All right, I'll get back to you guys about those.
Desinoda, have you watched Smile?
Let me look it up.
We're going head to head. Which one will I like more? A Quiet Place or Smile? I tell you what, I almost watched A Quiet Place too because I like John Krasinski's real life wife, who's in the first movie as well, but also Cillian Murphy, Scarecrow himself, Oppenheimer, Oppie.
Ah, yes.
So he's in the second one, but then I heard the second one wasn't as good, even though it's filmed around here. And then the third one, love Lupita Nyong'o as an actress. Think she's great. I'm glad she's in a movie. Like, Get Out. Now that was scary. That had creepy ass moments. I wasn't ever scared, but I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Get Out, yeah.
Get Out was good because it's creepy, and then that weird twist at the end is like a little too much for me. But at the same time, throughout the whole thing, I'm like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Oh yeah, great stuff. Good movie. Did you ever see Lights Out?
I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say Lights Out.
Yeah, I like it. Lights Out is good.
Oh, okay.
I like Lights Out.
Yeah, that was really good too.
I like Teresa Palmer, the main girl in that.
I still, to this day, I think that the coolest thing about Lights Out was that whoever had made the call to have that thing disappear every single time the gun was fired because of the muzzle flash. I'm like, oh my god, thank you for that detail.
So the writer and director of that movie is David F. Sandberg. The only reason I know of this is because he does a lot of YouTube stuff, and he teaches people how to make films. So he created a short film it was called Lights Out, and it was it won a short film contest. Then he made the full movie, and then he went on to direct the Shazam films of the DC superhero. The first one's real good, the second one not so much. So in preparation for watching, I wanted to get a sense of his style before Shazam came out. And as I was watching Lights Out, I was like, wow, this is very Sam Raimi-esque. Like it just felt like a little bit like it. And I was really impressed. Also, his wife is in like every one of his movies, which is funny. But yeah, he also did Annabelle, one of the Annabelles.
Yeah, I think it was just the first one.
I think it's
Right?
I think it's Creation. I think which either is the third one or something else.
Oh, maybe it was Annabelle Creation. I don't remember this.
But yeah, he's
Yeah.
done a bunch of shit. So
Dustin, did you watch Smile?
I
Figured
don't think
out.
I have, but I've seen the poster, so I
What?
think I'll check this
You haven't
out.
seen Smile? All right, you're watching Smile. You are forcing to watch Smile before the next podcast.
It looks
Adam,
like it's on
you do it on your own
Prime.
Prime and Paramount Plus.
Oh, nice. Perfect. I'll watch
oh,
this.
that's a nice. Look at the little happy
I'll watch
lady.
this. Yeah. She's so happy.
I'll tell you what. The whatever hour and change this movie is, or however long it was, that fucking flew by. Movie ended, and I was like, wait, that's the end? Oh shit! Like, not in a bad way, like, oh my god, keep continuing. I was just like, oh, because like, I guess at the start I expected
Oh,
it to
yeah.
be like this constantly happening movie, kind of like how old horror movies were just like, you know, the threat just kept like, oh, it's in like this room, now it's in this house, now it's in this town, now it's in this city, and then like ends on a question mark kind of thing, how the old school horror things went. But no, this one was just like, no, it's here, and this is it, and now the movie's over.
This is the movie where the MLB was having the games on, and they started paying actors to go to the games and sit in the crowd and just smile weirdly to promote the movie.
Oh.
So they got it
Oh.
like trending and shit. And yeah, I remember this. I remember this. I always thought that was the CGI Smile one. That I think that's got to be Truth or Dare. Huh? Weird how that one's not called Smile.
Yeah, I know.
Even though they smile when they're ready to play Truth or Dare. I guess it makes I don't know anything.
I don't know. But yeah. Genesis, welcome.
Thanks, man.
All right. We got these two here. Let's start out again with, what did you two do? Genesis, what did you do this week?
What'd you play? What'd you
Oh,
watch?
God.
What'd you do? What'd you eat? What'd you smell? What'd you fucking fuck?
Um,
Don't answer that last one. Only answer what'd you play? What'd you watch?
And you better freaking talk about something that happened.
So, I played Helldivers. Played more Persona 3. Helldivers is always a lot of fun. Persona 3 is getting real good. I also watched the end of season 2 of DuckTales. Oh my god. I officially rate this show right up there in the top 10 Disney, Marvel, whatever they have, just top 10 shows, man. This gave me hype levels of Infinity War when I watched the ending of season 2. And it looks like season 3, it looks like it's going to be Endgame. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is amazing. It was awesome. They go from, season 1 of fighting, a 1,000-year-old witch who just wants to fucking kill Scrooge McDuck because she hates his guts. And then it goes to the fucking invasion of the moon, and now we're about to get the League of Villains, where their code name is Foul. Oh my god, this show. It doesn't. And the cameo appearances of like Mickey Mouse and oh god, if I see Goofy in season 3, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Darkwing Duck.
Oh yeah, Darkwing Duck is amazing. Oh my god, fucking great superhero right there. Gizmo Duck.
Actually from the show, but yeah.
Yeah. But what is it? the show it has no business being this good. It's just I don't understand. I don't understand. They need to make a Mickey Mouse show like this. Like why haven't they done this? Donald Duck is getting like one of the best shows. I realize it's about more about Scrooge McDuck and the nephews, but like Donald Duck's getting some of the best like
Mm-hmm.
literal some of the best screen time here. Like it's amazing. It's amazing. Just amazing. Highly recommend anybody who has not watched DuckTales, and if you're a Disney fan, or even if you're not a Disney fan, bro, just it's a good cartoon. It's a good one. This is good. This is like not the bullshit that's out nowadays, man. This is good. Highly recommend anybody. It doesn't matter what age you are. You could be 107 in your deathbed. Watch it. So it's a good show. Highly recommend. I also started watching an anime called High Card. Long story short, it's about a deck of cards that apparently gets scattered across the European front, which the European front is now split into four providences. Is that the right word? Yeah, I think so. The four areas represents the four different suits that you get in a deck of cards: the ace, the club, the spade, and the diamond. Um, and these cards are spread across the entire European front, where if somebody picks them up, it gives them a special ability, and these are special playing cards that essentially you say the word play, and then you say the card that you're holding, and it turns into a power for you. Like one dude has the ability to turn into a pistol that shoots the most accurate shots in the world. Another guy has the ability to become immortal for a little bit. As long as his power is on, he's immortal. Um, Another guy has the ability of electrocuting people. He's got like he puts on his power and he's got like volts like coming through his hands. It's cool. It's pretty cool. It's a cool show. I think I'm done with season one, so I'm gonna watch season two. It's a good animated show. I don't know what studio animates it. I have no idea. But pretty interesting show. Interesting concept with the playing cards and all that. And I'm like, that's cool. I think that's all I did. Otherwise, I'm good. That's another what you do. He's dead.
Desinodo, come back to us. Desinodo, come back
Back
to us.
to us, Des.
I'm here.
There he is. What'd you do?
Well,
Uh-huh.
I didn't play any Elden Ring somehow.
How could you?
I know,
You
how
I'm
could
offended.
I not play the game I've been playing every week since like last month? It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
You've let us
Mm-hmm.
down. Adam's gonna go jump off a bridge now because you didn't play it.
Oh,
I don't think that's
let's
true.
yeah,
Okay.
let's
I
not
mean,
do
that's what
that.
trolled me,
No
so.
bridges. No bridges
Oh,
happening.
me. I'm sorry. I was mistaken. That wasn't a bridge. He was gonna go jump in front of traffic so that he could then avoid the bridge.
Oh, oh. Um.
So you live with that on your conscience while he gets hit by traffic.
Hmm. Well, sometimes it's the only answer. That's not true.
Oh goodness.
Oh, we don't condone this. Nobody, please jump into front of
That's
traffic. It's a
definitely
joke.
not true.
No,
Well,
sometimes it is the answer. I'm gonna go jump in
nope,
traffic right
nope,
now.
nope, nope. So I watched a few things. I shit. Oh, this movie called Your Lucky Day. I don't know if anybody else has watched this.
Oh. Mm-mm.
It's It is with Angus Cloud, Jessica Garza, Sterling Beaumont, Elliot Knight, some random people. So there's a drug dealer, and he's doing a deal. He's dealing, and the deal goes wrong. The guy doesn't have his money, and he runs off with the drugs, and then The drug dealer chases the guy down. He gets beat in the back of his head by some other guy who was part of the whole thing. Then the people drive off
Wait.
and they take all his drugs.
Did you
So
not
now
watch
the
this
drug
last
dealer.
week?
Did I?
I thought you did. There's something. What did you
Oh.
watch last week that had Angus Cloud?
Well, this one has to do with the lottery ticket. Did I talk about lottery ticket?
Yeah, you talked about this last week.
Oh, okay. Oops.
I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, why are you talking about the dead guy from Euphoria again?
Okay, never mind. Let's see. I rewatched Deepwater Horizon with Mark Wahlberg. Crazy good film. Really shows all that destruction and how stupid BP is and how they got off scot-free by blowing up an entire oil rig and spilling oil into the ocean and everything, and damn. You got some crazy explosions and the pressure of that oil, oh my god. It looked like a solid beam of oil. Like an iron beam just spewing out. And so a bunch of people, like I think 11 people died in that. All the oil spilled in the Gulf, and horrible time. Very horrible incident. But a good movie about it. What else did I was going to watch a couple things, but I didn't get to it. I wanted to watch Physical 100 Season 2 and Parasite the Great. I've not gotten to that yet. But what I did see, this show on Netflix, brand new show, came out of fucking nowhere. It's black and white, called Ripley. This show is fucking amazing. So, the director of the show, what I have here, I need to find it again. Steven Zalian. Now, if you don't know the name, you'll definitely know everything he's been a part of. Did screenplay for Schindler's List. Was the story writer for Mission Impossible. Screenplay for Gangs of New York. Wrote American Gangster. Screenplay for Moneyball. Screenplay for The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Created the Night Of miniseries on HBO, which I love. Really good miniseries. And also screenplay for The Irishman. And he directed and created and wrote this show called Ripley. And it's been a while since I've seen this complete focus on just pure cinematic quality in a show. It's about this guy named Thomas Ripley, who's basically like a con artist in New York in I think it's probably like the 40s or 50s or something. 60s, in the 60s. And he essentially takes over the life of this really wealthy dude who he intends to go bring back to New York in the first place, but he ends up taking his life over. And yeah, this is one crazy ass show. Like the smoothness of the camera, it feels like the camera's not moving, but it's moving, and there's like whole episodes where there's one episode where there's a few pages of dialogue, and then the rest of the episode is just the camera on this guy, on the main character, dealing with the aftermath of something he did in the show. And it just looks so damn good. And it's all in black and white. and they like fucking nailed that shit. Cause I know some like more modern movies that try to, or modern shows that try to do the black and white. It's pretty tough to pull off properly, I think. But man, this show feels like it was shot like in that same time period, like in the '60s. It's so good, so good. I was on the last I'm on the last episode, I think. I only have one episode left. It's only 8 episodes total, I believe. Um, yeah, it's such an addicting show. It's a dark crime thriller. Um, yeah, it's really good, real good. I think Adam would probably enjoy watching this.
I saw the movie. I like Andrew Scott, but yeah, I don't know.
They made a movie too?
Yeah, it's based on a book.
Yeah, I know it's based on a book.
Yeah, they've made multiple things of it. John Malkovich, Dennis Hopper, Matt Damon has played Ripley. Like it's
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I
a lot of
saw the
people.
Matt Damon one.
Yeah, a lot of
I
people
saw
have
the
played
Matt
him.
Damon one. Yeah, I don't. This is like, I think this is better than the Matt Damon one
Yeah, I didn't really care for the
so
Matt Damon
far.
one.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend watching this.
Okay.
One of the like much higher quality shows that have come on Netflix in a while.
That's not saying
Not
much.
from, well, it's like from someone that's not like Mike Flanagan or one of the other like big Netflix names that have made shows and stuff on there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Again, really like
Um,
Andrew Scott. So
yeah, he is he's fucking fantastic in this show. So is Dakota Fanning.
I don't know. She was in it.
Yeah, she's in it. She's not like well, I guess she's like a main character, but it's mostly just Andrew Scott and a bunch of side characters.
Yeah.
And he like kills that fucking role. It's so good. It's so good of a watch. Like damn. I don't know if maybe Kevin might like this too. I don't know if you've seen any of the other Ripley things, movies or anything.
Nope,
Oh.
never
Well,
heard of it.
if you quality crime drama thriller, like the shots though, I can't understand how they found these shots that are so beautiful and perfect for this show in like for like transitions and just like scanning over an area and like the shots are pristine. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, the shot selection really, really brings the show up, and the whole black and white thing. It fits the show like 100%. Not just because the time period, but just like all the scenery and how the actors act and how they talk, and it's mostly set in Italy. Some of it's in New York, but most of it's in Italy. A bunch of different places. Rome, um, fucking, the place. Anitra, or what the place was. But yeah, I think that's mostly what I watched. Played some Helldivers. I think that's about
Nice.
it.
Okay. All right. We got anything to talk about? I think you and Adam had talked about most things, Kevin. Or what were you guys doing while we were out?
It's none of your business.
Yeah. How about that?
I mean, I think it's actually part of my business because
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad. Kevin, go ahead, tell him.
Uh, pressure.
Pushing down
So
on me. Oh.
we talked about some Star Wars Outlaws. We talked
yeah.
about
What are your guys'
Civil
opinions on
War.
that game?
I mean, I'm all about it. It looks
We
freaking
we
wicked.
have a podcast you can check out. It's uploaded to our YouTube channel. And you should be able to see our opinions.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me know.
Welcome.
Okay. You guys, so I was gonna say you guys are gonna talk about the Star Wars thing. Adam, you talk about Joker 2 trailer?
Yeah, I already did.
Okay. Um, I don't think. No, I don't think I have anything else with like I did something or anything like that. Anything I want to talk about? Let me just triple check. SNL, you got anything you want to talk about this week? Because they already talked about everything at this point
Oh, I
that they
didn't talk
want to
about
talk about.
everything yet, but
What else you got?
I saved Water World, baby.
Oh,
You think we did What a World
God.
without you?
Whoa, my God.
We did
Does that
not.
mean we're going over there?
We're going over there.
Oh shit, Daddy, buckle up. One of them's for you. I think it's the middle one, so you're gonna have to wait.
I can't wait.
All right, what the hell did I write? Oh no, it's the first one. Oh baby. All right.
Oh my God.
Destiny 2 had a thing today, 19-ish minute thing, 20-minute thing,
Okay.
whatever freaking it was.
Okay.
Uh, it was about the future of Destiny, mainly the final shape, and some stuff they're doing with the game. And
Give me
it
the TLDR version
briefly
of it.
mentioned, yeah, I will. It briefly mentioned the season that's happening today. Wow. Which we're going to start there. The season that's happening today is called Into the Light, available to all players. It doesn't matter if you have Lightfall or not. Apparently, Bungie realizes that it was like total shit. Um, but yeah, available to all players. Into the Light. It adds like a horde mode and some other Shaxx related stuff, but not all PvP kind of things. Also, they're bringing back 12 weapons from the days of yore that you can pick up again. Different like exotics and stuff, which highly recommend you do that. Stay tuned because I'll explain why. Um, Definitely going to want to jump back in if you're at all curious about the final shape, which I went from I don't give a shit to I need it now. Um,
Wow.
Farm those exotics, get those exotics rolling, and go nuts. So apparently, I haven't booted it up yet, but apparently you can also hit like Pinnacle Cap immediately in Into the Light. You just talk to Shaxx or someone next to Shaxx or whatever, and you can get 1810 armor. Um, so yay!
Oh.
But yeah. So the final shape is going to add a new subclass, and it's going to frickin' blow your mind. It's also going to add in
Ooh.
some new exotic stuff, where you're going to be able to take two exotic things and kind of smash them together into one item.
Uh,
Um, I don't know exactly how that works because they really didn't get into detail about it, but they did say something about how like you're still gonna have to like farm the perfect rolls to like smash together or whatever. But yeah, it's sounding like you're actually gonna be able to tailor exotics a little bit more to like exactly what you want, so that's
Okay.
kind of cool. But the main contender here is the prismatic subclass. Prismatic, where nothing else fucking matters. You can mix and match anything. Fire, stasis, strand, whatever. You could socket them into whichever slot. Obviously, they can't like go into any slot. It's the melee going into melee and whatever the hell else. I forget all the damn names of all the different abilities. But you're able to use abilities from all other subclasses when you're in the prismatic, and also prismatic is supposed to be a combination of light and dark. So as you deal damage, uh, from light and dark, if you like fill up these bars, and if you fill them all the way, you go into a transcendent state, and that does who knows what. Um, Looks really freaking nuts because basically, like 15 minutes of the total runtime of this was the developers like talking about the different build things they were coming up with and the different combinations they had going on. Where they're like, oh man, you could like do this thing, and then that activates Devour, and then you do this other thing, and that's gonna give you like this other shit. And there were words and keywords going on that I was like, yeah, I kind of remember this, but like I also haven't played in a while, so this is like you all are really excited, and I'm really excited about just being able to pretty much make whatever the friggin' hell build I want to make. Um, I think they also recently made it easier to get all of the mods. You don't have to like wait for them to go into a certain vendor on the weirdest rotation in all of gaming. Um, so yeah, highly recommend looking into that little spiel if you're at all interested in seeing everything. But the long and short of it is Prismatic is going to frickin' rock. There's tons of combinations of stuff. I don't know what the exotic crafting thing is all about because, like I said, they didn't really dive deep into it. But that's supposedly supposed to make things like absolutely ridiculous as well. And now, currently in the game, you're able to get guns that were restricted by the Vanguard or whatever the hell they called it, because they're bringing them back in for the final battle and the final shape. Um, Nothing but hype. That's all I'm hearing. So there you go. How's that,
Is
Genesis?
is
How's
this?
that?
I still probably not gonna buy into Destiny 2, but what is this the end of Destiny 2? Did they say that? Are they
The final
continuing
shape
Destiny 2?
seems to be. I don't know if they ever actually said that it's the end of Destiny 2.
Okay.
If
Assuming it'll
they're
get
doing
Destiny
all of
3.
this, I was gonna say like if they're doing all this, they should probably end Destiny 2 and make Destiny 3 off of like the changes they're making to Destiny 2 and just have a like absolutely wild character development build
Yeah.
thing. Um, but yeah, I'm excited because
All
I've
cool
I've
things.
always hated how like restrictive the builds are in Destiny, and how like everybody is basically running like one of four things. Um, and hopefully now we get to see more actual variation in things, and maybe a lot more exotics actually have like a place because now you'll be able to use whatever the hell abilities you want to use. And that doesn't even count whatever new things they added, if they added anything new. So yeah, there you go. That's Destiny. Moving on.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
unless you have something. Do you have anything?
No, 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 no. I mean, you know my thoughts on Destiny already. We can move on. I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't, but okay.
My only thoughts on Destiny is that they've lost me as a customer really early on when the first couple expansions were coming out. And it seems like no matter what they do, I'm just not going to get bought back in. I remember we
All
tried to
right,
go
all
back in,
right.
and you were good. I was good for a little while, and then I fell off again. And I
Mm-hmm.
never, I don't have an urge. Like Helldivers keeps pulling me in. We're having a war on Cyberstan, and that's pulling me in more than this
Mm-hmm.
whole
Mm-hmm.
player build and prismatic class and all that for Destiny. I'm just like, meh,
All right.
you know. It's just something different's got to happen with Destiny if they want to pull somebody like me in, and I'm sure there are others who are in the same boat as me that will be like, I'm not going to put any more money in Destiny 2 because I don't have a reason to go back.
Sounds good.
So,
Sounds good.
yeah, those are my thoughts on it.
All right. Smack sign. New Prince of Persia game. Out of freaking nowhere again. Apparently, developers of Dead Cells are making a new Prince of Persia game. Was it because of how successful Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is?
I
Don't
thought they
know.
were making that
Are they already
remake, were they
making it?
not?
Apparently, they already were.
They're still doing the remake at the same time, right? Or is
What?
that going to be canceled? That remake of the original Prince of Persia, or whatever they were going to do, that's still going, or is that canceled?
I think that's still in limbo, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's not what they're talking about.
Uh,
For the people who are making Dead Cells.
I don't think it was canceled, but I think it's in limbo. Okay, all right.
Either
I
way,
just
it's
must
not
have
this
confirmed
game.
that. Yeah, I just put it confirmed that. You're good.
But yeah, Dead Cells developers making a Prince of Persia game that, yep, I'm already very curious because Dead Cells was really fun to play. Um, Evil Empire, that's the people. Uh, Apparently the game is called The Rogue Prince of Persia. Ooh. Um, and of course it's going to be early access because, that's the Steam way of doing things nowadays. But either way, Dead Cells was a very good game. And Prince of Persia, I don't know if they're gonna still make it like Dead Cells is basically a rogue light sort of game. But like Dark Souls y and Metroidvania
Mm-hmm.
y. Which Prince of Persia could totally be something like that. So they don't really have to step too far out of like their comfort zone, if you will, to make this. And I'm intrigued to see what they do with it. And I thought, that's newsworthy because there's not a whole lot of other things going on, especially in political world. It's basically the same goddamn merry-go-round it's been. Um, yeah, look forward to that new Prince of Persia game. Not Ubisoft. Look at that. You might be able to get this one.
Mm,
Just in order, I know you're hype. All right, moving on. What is? Oh God, the no story of the week. Hey, what are you doing over here? What's going on? All right, he's
no,
dead.
no. I'm right here. Right here.
All right, no story of the week. Motive Studios, people who made Star Wars Squadrons and the Dead Space remake, have been shanghaied by EA to go work on Battlefield. This is
They're
sad.
coming out with another expansion for 2042.
No, no, they're working
What?
on the new project.
Oh.
So the next Battlefield, um, supposedly, maybe, because rumors say so, it's going to have both single player and multiplayer mechanics, kind of like how Bad Company and Bad Company 2 were. Um, Sometimes Battlefield single players are really good, like Bad Company. So maybe we get something good. Maybe that's why Motive Studios is going over there to maybe work on that part. But also, it's kind of upsetting to me. Just let Motive Studios be Motive Studios. Why are you putting them on Battlefield? Y'all are basically saying, all right, look, we suck. We admit it. Now come help us. But like, where do you think they're going to take you with Battlefield? They have no multiplayer experience, and also their games are the furthest freaking things from Battlefield than what you're trying to make Battlefield be. Because now they're going to have to like freaking get involved with loot boxes and other stupid shit that Battlefield for some reason thinks it needs, and massive levels that look really pretty, and then you're like, oh man, just wait for these destructible environments, and then like you go into the game and you're like, yeah, I am still waiting for those destructible environments. um I don't know, man. This just upset me because I feel like this studio deserves to be free and not shackled to freaking Battlefield. But, maybe they went willingly. I don't know. Thoughts, questions, comments. That's the news. Nothing. They're both paralyzed. All right, moving on.
Paralysis.
What? What did you say?
Paralysis.
Oh.
I have a
You
question
got anything over there? Yeah, question.
about the last topic.
Previous one?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
How is this not Ubisoft? Don't they
What do you
own
mean?
Prince of Persia?
See, now that's the interesting thing. I don't know.
I'm 100% sure they own Prince of Persia. So I don't know how they would do. They have to be publishing it still.
Maybe they are. I don't know.
So that would still fall
there's
under
nothing
the
that really
Genesis,
mentions
no
it, I guess.
Ubisoft games. That's really only why I was
Oh,
curious
I
about that.
see.
Because you said,
If
"Hey,
their
it's not
logo's on it,
made by
you know.
them." I'm like, I'm pretty sure it has to
Gonna
be
buy it.
because the movie was made by them. Everything's them. They
Okay.
definitely own Prince of Persia, which is weird because I mean nobody's saying anything about it. Because I looked it up too.
Yeah.
What for that?
If the Dead Cells people are working on it, it's like what no mention of Ubisoft whatsoever.
Yeah.
But according to the internet, Prince of Persia definitely owned by Ubisoft. Oh, also the remake is still in the works.
Oh God.
So
Godspeed.
thank you.
Well, I'll stay by my rule. Y'all have fun in Star Wars Outlaws and tell me how it goes. I saw the trailer for that game and I'm like, this is something I'd like to play.
Mm.
Too bad I'm never gonna.
Mm.
Yeah. But
Could just play it, you know.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope. I might actually call Sony to see if I can get a refund for the Crew 1. Apparently somebody got a refund for the Crew 1.
I saw that somebody got a refund for a game from 2015.
Wow.
Was it like $94?
I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, they purchased the Ultimate Edition. They called Sony and they said the game doesn't work that I purchased in 2017 anymore because they shut the servers down and they gave me back $110.
Wow.
Or whatever, 105, whatever the hell fucking math works out to be. So yeah. We good? We done?
Oh, we're done.
Yeah.
All
What a
right.
world. Yeah, sweet. All right, cool.
What a wonderful world.
I see
right.
trees of green, red roses do. I see them bloom for me and you.
And I think to myself,
Two equally good impressions.
what
Zaxville.
a wonderful world. I would say yours was a bit better. Mine was, it was almost there.
I would say it was
a bit
close.
better.
I would say it was close. Indistinguishable, some would say.
Absolutely. I would agree with that statement. Wholeheartedly. All right. Just,
What everybody think about the
Right.
eclipse?
It's
cool.
Got dark.
We had a cloud, and Buffalo's the third cloudiest city in the U.S. So,
Did you see it at all?
yeah, just here and there. It was just annoying because stupid overcast, and then immediately after the stupid eclipse, it was the clear. I'm like, what the fuck?
Gotta be honest, I kind of like that there were clouds because I didn't have to use the stupid glasses. So, sucks I can't see anymore, but that's neither here nor
What?
there.
Oh, rip.
Excuse me?
What happened?
What?
What happened?
Oh, man. All right, are we going to talk about this new war bond?
Oh yeah, I am excited to actually take a look at this one.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're
the-
finally going to war with China. It's weird how Biden put out this war bond.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what we're supposed to do with this.
Apparently you're supposed to fight for democracy.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Now,
You're supposed to
if
fight for
only
democracy.
there was a way we could take a test where it would determine what we vote for, somehow, like in this managed type of democracy. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
If only there was a name for that.
Let's remember that Super Earth is always right, and let's not question the ultimate orders coming from
Super.
Earth. Okay?
What the fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about? You talking about Helldivers?
No, I'm
Ministry
talking
of
about Joe
Truth,
Biden.
That was Joe Biden on the toilet.
We're just walking down a hallway being like, I don't know which way to go.
Yeah.
Oh God,
It's funny making fun of old people.
I love it. They just need to kick the bucket now. That's all they gotta do.
Oh,
Oh,
we gotta do.
Jesus.
All of them.
What the bucket do?
The bucket was listen. The bucket's been spreading fascism. It's been spreading fascist thoughts and communist thoughts and
Oh.
dictator thoughts and
I didn't know the
Dictator
bucket was
thoughts.
that multi-talented.
yeah,
Trump
the
bucket.
Yeah, well, no, because it's not the Trump bucket.
Kevin, don't give him ideas.
It's
He'll sell it.
No,
The Biden bucket.
Fetch water.
Biden
people
bucket would
say that-
only hold 2 gallons. This bucket, it's a 2-gallon bucket, but since it's a Trump bucket, it holds 5 gallons.
And no, it's the Bernie bucket. Some would say.
There's no bottom to that bucket.
Yep.
No, the bucket is just non-existent. You
If
buy
it gets
a
too
tag that
full,
says
you
it's a
get
bucket.
shot in the face.
I love it. That's a Bernie bucket for you.
Now it has holes at the top so it can't get too full. That's called
Some
taxation
cops
on the
go
wealthy.
up to your house and shoot you in the face.
Then you get a bunch of little buckets. You get a bunch of little buckets that is equal to the same amount as the big bucket, but it's got to be like a bunch of buckets because it should be all the
equals
people.
MC squared, Adam.
It shouldn't be no, shut up. It shouldn't be the same. It shouldn't be one bucket holding all the wealth. It should be split up to everyone. You know? Kevin
Yeah.
gets it.
Oh, we
I
have
get
it.
it.
Kevin gets it.
Am I being taught politically right now?
Unfortunately, yeah, through bucket. Welcome to the Adam Bucket method of politics. All
I
right.
like the Adam
Let me
Bucket
explain the war going on in Israel with buckets. All right.
Next,
I'm ready.
next we talk about the spectrum of buckets. We'll talk about the spectrum of buckets and.
I don't know what
different
internet
buckets mean
providers
different
have to do
things.
with buckets, sir, but this is my topic. All right. Thank you. Anyways, all right, Israel. They filled their bucket. They went halfway. What's the other one? Palestine. They
Gaza.
filled their bucket halfway. All right. Now there's only enough water to fill one of their buckets all the way. Israel wants that water. Palestine wants that water. They've been fighting for each other's water the same time, like where to put their capitals and stuff. It's not important. It gets a little confusing with the water and the bucket method. Don't worry about that. Israel was like, hey man, let's start firing on them. And Palestine was like, hey man, we're kind of run by a terrorist organization because, we're definitely poorer than Israel. So things aren't going well here politically. And Israel's like, we're kind of run by a corrupt man. So things aren't going well here politically. So then they just started beating the shit out of each other. But one of them has money and allies. And the other one is brown. So they're doing bad. And then they got into a fight, and their water's spilling out of their buckets. And then everyone's terrible, but some people are worse. I don't really have a side because I don't care. I live in America, and I'm okay. Thank you. Buckets. And I have a bucket, and it's filled with KFC chicken because I live in America.
All right.
We don't need water here.
Oh.
We got that grease from the chicken. That's what keeps us
Yeah, right, we
alive. That's what.
Uh-huh.
Hey, where's my chizza? What the hell is it called?
Chizza.
Chizza. Thank
Chicken
you.
quesadilla.
Chicken quesadilla. What the fuck are you talking about? We're trying to build a bucket wall there. What are you even trying to say?
Oh, sorry.
Oh no.
Kevin, what'd
I've
you
been
think about my
misinformed.
Israel-Palestine
Oh, I loved
I
it.
was
Bucket.
misinformed by
No,
Israel.
hold on though. If you made a wall
A
of
buckets?
KFC buckets, would that work?
I mean, similar to a wall. No, it wouldn't solve 90% of the problem.
Till it starts getting soggy.
But there's food.
There's no less
Yeah,
soggy
but then you
buckets
get into
everywhere.
issues of like eminent domain and like like where to actually put the wall and
And then
all
what
the
goes in the bucket?
nothing. It's just a loose bucket.
Oh.
The grease keeps them held down, but then you got like kids instead of lead poisoning, they got KFC grease poisoning, which I don't know makes their
Poisoning?
skin like fall off or something
my
probably.
No. It makes them secrete the spices.
Oh,
How many?
God.
7? 12?
7. I think it's 7. Because somebody on Twitter noticed that they were following 7 people, like 6 people named Herb or whatever the fuck it was. Their herbs and spices, they were following like the amount of accounts that actually is herb and spice for the recipe. And somebody noticed, and then they gave him like a prize for noticing. So, pretty funny. Pretty funny.
All
So
right.
Wendy's girl legal yet? When she started
No,
OnlyFans.
No.
You know it's gonna happen one of these days. You remember the Ronald McDonald house? What about the Ronald McDonald OnlyFans?
Oh.
I mean,
If you want to see Ronald McDonald's nipples, and you have to remove the patties by buying his OnlyFans. You want to see his butthole, or you want to buy a Big Mac? It's the same price. It's the same price. Buttholes to
That's
Big
some
Macs.
marketing right
That's
there.
the conversion in the film Civil War. That's the currency.
Wow.
Buttholes and Big Macs.
that's an interesting currency.
Just like
How did we get here
Genesis'
from Hellbenders
childhood.
anyway?
I don't know.
This is my childhood. Buttholes and buckets.
But, okay. Yeah, no, the new War Bond, I'm excited to use the explosive arrow. The grenade gun, like the pistol, seems cool. Everything else I'm kind of like iffy on. But yeah, I'm most excited for that explosive arrow.
Explosive arrow. You mean
Crossbow.
the crossbow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I say arrow, what does a crossbow fire? Arrows. You got it. It's fine.
No, bolts.
Which are arrows?
No, they're not.
What are they shaped like?
A bolt.
It's just an arrow.
No, it's
You
not.
know,
Arrows
in
have
Elden
4
Ring-
tails. Bolts have 2.
In Elden Ring, you
If a
can't
crossbow
shoot a
tried to
bolt with a
fire an
bow.
arrow with 4 feathers, it wouldn't go down the frickin' whatever the hell you call it.
You
What is that
can't
part
shoot
called?
an arrow with
The
a
rail?
crossbow. Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. Elden Ring teaches us everything.
Elden Ring knows all.
Anyway, yeah, I'm really excited for the explosive crossbow, but I'm also excited for all the weapons.
They all look fantastic.
Yeah, they make it look fantastic because they're shooting at like the little shit bugs, but
Them little shit bugs.
I'm curious. I'm curious if they're actually been good or not. Apparently, they put like additional things in there for explosive weapons to more accurately represent their damage, but I haven't played the game to see. I guess that's it. There was something else that they mentioned with that war bond, but I don't remember what it was now. There's the weapons, the armor. Didn't they reveal something else too? Oh, Adam, help.
I'm too busy looking into the arrows and bolts.
Oh, arrows versus bolts. So I'm sorry.
It's okay. Most
I
of the
actually have no
internet is
idea if
on
I'm
my
correct or
side.
not.
Most of the internet's on my side, so it's okay. It's okay. I'll
What?
get back to you
Why?
when. I don't honestly. I'm trying to figure that out because based on images, they look completely different. I don't know. I'll get back. I'll get back to you.
Man, the internet
They're definitely
sucks
different.
ass.
So far, the internet's saying I'm right, but I'm starting to get upset and say you're right. So I'll get back. I'll get back.
The internet sucks eggs.
Ooh, is this freaking SpongeBob now?
Yeah.
What the fucking shit? Shit.
Oh, the thermite grenade. That's right.
Oh yeah. They
Oh.
look cool.
And then expert extraction pilot booster. I don't know why I said it's so weird. Expert extraction pilot. Lowers the amount of time it takes for the extraction shuttle to arrive. That could be huge.
This hurts my brain.
And Genesis just died. Alright, what is happening?
You tell me what's happening. You look at me right now. I want you to look right in my eyes. And I want you to tell me what's happening.
Crossbow
What time
shoot
filling?
modern arrows. Get the fuck out of here, Kevin. You win. I don't know. I don't know. Every single
What?
thing was like, are bolts just arrows? Yeah, but they're modern because they're made out of a different thing. But crossbows mostly shoot arrows, but fucking bows most can't shoot bolts. They can shoot arrows. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then 90% of people on every forum, that's all. Everything is a hunting site, and they're like, it doesn't really matter what you buy as long as you get fucking arrows work and everything. It's like, wait, fucking what? What is happening? What is the point of the word bolt then? That just confuses me with a bolt. Like when you tighten shit. Yeah, like
This is the English language in general.
I found a
my
Reddit
friend.
post. I found a hunting site. Then it got political. How did it get political in that amount? I don't know, Kevin. It got so political so fast. They're talking about bolts and arrows, and somebody compared it to Trump. Why did Trump pop up in my search? I didn't like anything about that. I didn't like anything about that. Not one person was like, this is why, and this is why. Nope, everybody was like, it's basically an arrow. It's like, what the fuck? Is arrow a basic shape? Nobody talked about what they're made of, if that made a difference. I don't know. I don't understand anything. And it's whatever you said. That's what we're going with. I hated that. I hate everything about that. Never look into things. Trump, 2024.
Oh.
They got me. They convinced me.
I mean, I don't know. I've got people saying there's differences. Yeah, this is weird.
It's so.
But like, how
I
does
know.
a crossbow fire an arrow?
I don't know. I don't know.
It can't. It has to lay on a rack. How? Like as soon as the feathers hit, it's gonna throw that thing off.
Arrows don't always have to be made with feathers, I guess. Which is. I don't know.
Crossbow bolts. Okay, this is actually correct. Like the crossbow bolts are stiff, and they're like stronger. Arrows are flexible.
Yeah, I saw that. That's about as much as it gets. But also, crossbows can still shoot arrows, which is confusing as shit. And also, manufacturers refer to crossbow as bolts, like the ammo for it, but some of them also refer to them as arrows. It's just a language thing where they're interchangeable now.
Well, that's just stupid.
I wanted to fucking slit my throat with an arrow or a bolt. I didn't know at the time, so I chose not to do it. There you go. Genesis, you finally know the answer.
Are bolts made of metal?
They don't have to be.
Everything's made of composite materials now.
Yeah. They can be, though.
Yeah, I was just thinking maybe that's a distinction, but I guess. Could be either one.
Oh no, I was on like page 9 of Google.
Maybe there's been so many technological advances that it is now
Maybe.
universal.
Sure, let's go with that. Because everyone
do
kept
that.
saying
I
they're
like
modern
that.
arrows now. If you compared to old arrows, the new ones are bolts. But it's just, I don't know. I was just going by like their basic shape. I'm like, that's an arrow. It's a stick. It's kind of pointy in the front, kind of round in the back-ish. That's what arrows look like. Whatever. I don't know.
Because like if you go back and you look at medieval bolts, like I said,
they don't look
always
like.
they always either don't have, apparently there are bolts that didn't have any feathers, or they have two, because they have to lay on the rail and slide straight down. But I guess somehow modern crossbows can fire whatever the fuck.
They fucking put a slice of ham in there, it'll probably go.
Oh, it definitely would get like cut in half, I'm pretty sure. But
This small rake that I own, they could put in there. It's kind of shaped like an arrow. You do that.
launch a fucking garden hoe or something.
Yeah, right? Start launching shit. Who cares? Buy one of those big universal remotes. Like those like joke size ones, or like a joke size check, and launch that. Who gives a fuck anymore? Do they explode? That's all that matters. We'll find out on Thursday. Are they good? Will they replace my grenade launcher? I don't know. I'm getting real good with the grenade launcher.
They shouldn't. Should replace it. I mean, it's a primary weapon, so you could bring both.
Oh!
Yeah, the crossbow is a primary weapon.
I did not know that. I thought it was a stratagem.
Nope. Crossbow and the assault rifle and the whatever the hell the other rifle is.
I can't.
They're all
What about my Punisher?
Yep.
Oh no.
I was actually hoping that the crossbow was going to be a secondary. I would like to see more secondaries that are like, instead of just having them be pistols or sidearms that you're using after like, oh crap, I don't have time to reload my primary. Like, I want it to be a utility weapon. Like, I'm not going to need this in all circumstances, but like, we're running this certain mission type. So
well, I might do the grenade pistol that they have. That's cool.
That looks good.
But it's just one
and
shot.
If it pulls holes.
It just depends how long it takes for the reload.
Shouldn't be long. It's only one cylinder.
I know, but you know, I'm excited. I have enough super credits. I have almost max medals again, so I should have enough.
How far do you get?
What?
2 days. Less than 2 days.
Should be good.
When did the last one come out? Like 1, 2, 3 p.m.?
I don't know.
I forget.
All right. Is that it?
Anybody,
all we got?
Anybody anything else? Genesis, are things whispering to you again? She really is checked out. All right.
All right. Well, it. Yeah. Okay. Well, Genesis, you gonna end this, or you want me to do it? Great. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching Crafting a Chat episode, whatever the fuck this was. Tune in next week. Yeah, again, I don't know about that number. Tune in next week. We'll talk about our impressions of the War Bond, I'm sure. We'll have, I'm sure Genesis and Kevin will probably watch a couple episodes of Season 3 of DuckTales. Desinoto and I will watch Smile. I'm also going to try to watch A Quiet Place. Kevin, you should watch A Quiet Place.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's do
that.
And,
yeah, we'll come back here talking about whatever the fuck we want, and, you know, maybe we'll all be on time, maybe we won't. Who knows?
Here, wait, hold on. Before we leave. Even though I already left the game. I got a thing for you and Destinoto to watch. Destinoto got a thing for me and you to watch. What's from you for us to watch? We got to complete the triangle here.
Oh God.
No, it's a hexagon.
Sure, whatever.
Oh, I want you guys to watch the show Ghosts.
Can you watch Decagon?
You know
What
what?
if I've
No.
already seen you part of it? Okay.
You know what? No. Destinoto, you watch Arrival. Kevin will watch
Yeah,
Arrival at
I
some
do that.
point. Maybe free anytime this week to watch Arrival? This weekend, maybe? Honestly, I might be busy this weekend.
Oh, okay.
So,
I mean, I could watch it on my own, I guess.
you could.
No,
Yeah. I don't know. I really have nothing to recommend to anybody. Kevin, watch Joker. Fuck it. Watch Joker. It's on something, probably.
Okay.
Oh, he hasn't seen jokes. He hasn't seen Joker.
Yeah,
No, I
yeah.
Oh.
So watch that.
Or watch the foreign film Joker. That's a good one too.
No, that one's no good. Watch the
okay.
American-made one. That one was for you. Because you wouldn't appreciate the American-made one because it was made in America.
Got it. Yeah,
So-
of course. I'm a total
Yeah.
proponent of not making things in America and outsourcing it because it's really good for us.
I was just going to say you're just a proponent against America. But, you know, you do you, man. You do you. All right, well, thanks, everybody. Bye.